Good morning, dear children. Dear students, when we talk about homework, most of the children feel it is an unnecessary burden. This is certainly not the truth that homework is a burden. There is a story which will be narrated. The story is going to be narrated by the 8th standard student Nimardeep Kaur. In the story, there is a clear-cut message for all of us that when homework is done regularly, our overall performance as a student improves. And we experience a lot of studies. This means happiness that lasts for a long time. So listen to the story, and everybody needs to be very attentive while listening to the story, because there will be around 10 to 15 questions after the story gets over for all the students. So everybody should be very attentive. It's over to Nimardeep Kaur.
Most esteemed principal sir, management members, teachers, and my dear fellow friends, please acknowledge my warm greetings. I am Nimardeep Kaur. The story that I am going to narrate is Life Lesson Learned from Little Birds. The protagonist of the story is Harmandeep Singh, a 7th grade student. Contrary to the nature of his classmates, he was least lively and energetic. He would always remain in low spirits. His teachers and their teaching could never excite or enthuse him, and that is why he always remained inattentive and passive in the classroom. His academic performance always remained poor. He was a butt of ridicule for the students. As he never disturbed or harmed anyone, therefore no teacher complained against him in the official meetings with the school principal. Herman was always a grim-looking boy when he came back from the school. He often thought regretfully that he was killing his time at the school. At home also, he always kept himself confined to his room. He never felt like doing his homework. His teachers, who used to admonish him earlier, finally gave in to his obstinate silence and became indifferent. The indifference shown by the teachers further stifled him and lowered his spirits. It was a very painful and traumatic experience for Herman when his parents had to listen in all sorts of complaints due to Herman's very poor academic performance. One day in the evening, Herman went to the rooftop. There he looked toward the sky and made a silent but fervent prayer to the God to release him from the mire of inaction and instill in him the much needed urge to work hard. As if in the response to his prayer, he saw a flock of little birds flying in the sky. He could hear them chirping distantly. They all looked cheerful and spirited. They had all gone to far-off places in search of food. Open fields were getting shrunk, and therefore they had to struggle harder to satiate their hunger and quench their thirst. In spite of that, they all looked joyous. Herman seemed to draw a divine message from the birds. He went down and took out his homework diary to study the assignments. He had to try hard to comprehend the work. He referred to his books to cull out the required content for doing his homework. He was partially successful also. Now, he had reasons to be attentive in the class. Herman had confronted several difficulties while doing his homework. To get over those difficulties, he remained fully focused in the class. His interest and involvement in the class started growing gradually. Doing homework in all earnestness became a habit with him. Teachers observed a marked change in Herman's classroom presence. On the day of PT meet, Herman's class teacher awarded a prize to Herman for being the most improved student of the class. A rare smile of pride on the face of his parents was the most fulfilling and blissful experience for Herman. These lines from the poem, A Psalm of Life, sum up the message. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, but to act that each tomorrow find us farther than today. If becoming better with each passing day is the mission of life, this mission can be accomplished with hard work. Thank you so much.
all of you have heard the story of a 7th grade student whose name is Harmandeep Singh. So Harmandeep Singh was not attentive in the classroom. For that also there are certain reasons. And then teachers, they started ignoring him. For that also there are reasons that teachers started ignoring him. If teachers started ignoring him, he felt further suppressed. The indifference shown by the teachers stifled him. Stifled means suppressed. So when he came home, he thought that he was killing his time. So later on, he was extremely sad on that very day when it was PT meet. On the day of PT meet, teachers made number of complaints against Harman's academic behavior, his classroom presence, and his poor academic performance. Due to that, parents felt extremely sad. On seeing his parents this much sad, Harmandeep Singh also felt very low. So every day he was a sad fellow. And then one day he went on the rooftop and there he made a prayer to God. When he made a prayer to God, as if in response to his prayer, a number of birds appeared in the sky. They were all little birds. These are the birds who had gone in the morning, early in the morning, in search of food to far off places. They had to go to far off places because open fields were getting shrunk. They were getting shrunk because of fast-paced urbanization. जो जगह घर बन रहे हैं, जगह जगह बिल्डिंग्स बन रही हैं, मॉल बन रहे हैं और खेत छोटे होते जा रहे हैं, इसलिए बर्ड्स को अपने भूख को दूर करने के लिए, प्यास को दूर करने के लिए खेत नहीं मिलते, उनको दूर दूर जाना पड़ता है. In the evening, all of them were chirping, and they were chirping very distinctly. They were all looking very happy, even though they had gone to far off places. On seeing them happy, Harman also felt enthused. These little birds are working very hard. So he came downstairs, he took out his diary, homework diary. He tried to do his homework. He found it very difficult to do his homework. Somehow, he took the help of the content that was given in the textbook and he managed to do a little bit of homework. Complete homework he could not do. So because he could not do the complete homework, therefore in the classroom he became more attentive because he had decided to do his homework. He became more attentive in order to understand what teacher was communicating. So he became more attentive there in the classroom. He started doing his homework and that way gradually, day by day, his performance started improving. The day came when once again it was PT meet and Harman was given an award, and that award was for being the most improved student of his class. So on seeing happiness on the face of Harman's parents, Harman felt greatly delighted. So this is the story. Now my question to you is, why doesn't Harman take interest in the classroom teaching? Yes, Abhinu. Yes, sir. ये Abhinu. माइक में थोड़ा ऊपर रखें, जमीन की तरफ ना करें. Yes. Why doesn't Harman take interest in the classroom teaching? Harman take interest in the class. He did not take interest in classroom teaching. वो classroom teaching में interest नहीं रखता था. क्यों नहीं रखता था? Because he did not find anything interesting and exciting in the classroom teaching. He found classroom teaching boring. This was the reason due to which he did not take interest. Next question is, why had, देखिए बच्चों, आपका जो इंग्लिश का पेपर है, there you have your listening speaking test. Are you aware of this? Listening speaking test. So there also your teacher will be reading out a passage in front of you and afterwards she will be asking you questions. And if you do not listen well, you do not understand what your teacher is speaking, you'll be losing marks. So this is practice for listening and speaking test also. You have already listened to the story. Twice you have listened to the story. Now based on that questions are being raised to you. It's very important that you try to answer the questions. Why had his teachers become indifferent towards Herman? Yes, please. Why had Herman's teachers become indifferent towards Herman? जो हरमन के टीचर्स थे, माइक काम कर रहा है बेटा, जो हरमन के टीचर्स थे वो हरमन के प्रति इंडिफरेंट क्यों हो गए? अगली बार मैं हिंदी में क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछूंगी, माय क्वेश्चन विल बी इन इंग्लिश ओनली. यस, व्हाई इज इट सो? यस,
Because they have no interest in their studies.
who did not have any interest? Because Herman did not show any interest in studies. Now, because he did not show any interest, did he answer the questions raised by the teachers? Or did he answer these? Don't answer yes or no. Answer in complete sentence. Keep your mind here. Did he answer the questions raised by the teachers?
No, he should not.
He did not.
He did not raise the questions.
Answer the questions.
Answer the questions raised by teacher.
Yes, he did not answer the questions raised by teacher. Next question is, when teachers showed indifference towards Herman, teachers stopped paying attention to Herman. Did it have good influence on Herman? इसका हरमन के ऊपर कोई अच्छा असर हुआ? Yes, girl with specs, ये आप बताएं. Person arts. Yes, yes, आपके पीछे. हरमन felt suppressed. हरमन जो है वो और ज्यादा दब गया. Do you consider Herman a careless and irresponsible boy? Yes, last one. Yeah. Hand को raise करते हैं. Do you consider him an irresponsible and careless boy?
He was irresponsible and careless, but at the end of the story, he's very motivated.
He felt very motivated. We can't say exactly that he was careless because whenever he came home, he was always a sad person. But somehow he did not show any interest in studies because he did not find it exciting and interesting. So that was not his fault. Okay, so he was not an irresponsible boy. Next question is, what lesson did he learn from the birds? What lesson did he learn from the birds? Raise your hands. He saw the birds and he felt greatly inspired. What lesson did he learn from the birds? Yes, third girl. Yes, yes. He saw the birds and he learned some lessons. What lesson did he learn?
He learned doing hard work.
He learned the lesson of hard work. Where did he find hard working?
Birds are fine.
He found birds hard working. Why did he consider birds hard working?
Because every day they do hard work for their food.
Yes. So did they have to go to far off places?
Yes, they have to go far off places.
Why do they have to go to far off places? Why couldn't they find food nearby?
Because due to urbanization.
Due to fast-paced urbanization. What was happening because of fast-paced urbanization?
There are no nearby fields.
Yes, all fields were getting disappeared. Okay? These fields, in place of fields, buildings were being constructed. That is the reason. Very good, very good. So, when he started doing homework, did he become a better student? When he started doing homework, did he become a better student? Last one. Did he become a better student? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Answer in complete sentence.
When he started, he felt more motivated to become a better person.
He became a better student. So how can you conclude that he became a better student? आप कैसे कह सकते हैं कि वो better student बन गया? Answer the question.
Trying to do his homework, he had felt more motivated and also.
Did he start paying more attention in the class?
Yes.
Why did he start paying more attention in the class?
So he could not face any difficulty difficulty in doing his homework.
Very good, very good. He started paying more attention in the class because he knew that if he doesn't pay attention in the class, he will not be able to do his homework. So in order to do his homework in a proper manner, he became more attentive in the class. So what happens when we start doing homework? Do we become more attentive in the class or we become less attentive in the class? So when we start doing homework, because homework you have to do on your own, आपको खुद ही करना पड़ता है ना. होमवर्क घर में मैडम तो आगे करेंगे नहीं, you have to do it on your own. तो होमवर्क खुद करना है. अगर रोज होमवर्क करना ही हो तो क्लास में हम ज्यादा ध्यान देते हैं कि घर जाके हम आसानी से होमवर्क कर सकें. So what is our decision? Will we be taking homework seriously or non-seriously? Will we be doing homework every day? What is the benefit of doing homework every day? Do we become a better student? How many of you want to become a better student? Put your hands down. When the story got over, Nimardeep Kaur told you that becoming better is the mission of life. What is the mission of life? Becoming better with each passing day. Every day we are to become better. What is the mission? We are to become better with hard work or laziness? With hard work. Okay? God bless you all. Thank you.